Hey my Saggies, we are here with your January 2020 read. We're going to have a look at where you're at, what is happening in the love connection that you have, or the person you are thinking of. So my intention for these reads from now on, because they were confusing the hell out of me, because my intention wasn't in the right place. My intention is for this to be about the person you are dealing with, or the person you're thinking of. Okay, so it's about you and the person you are dealing with, or the person you are thinking of. Right, get that clear first of all. So it's going to be for you if you're dealing with someone or thinking about someone. Got that? Right, again, you've been here before, so you know the score. It's a general read, it's not a personal read. It will and it cannot fit everybody. Take from it what fits, chuck the rest out. Roll with it, have some fun with it. It is for guidance only. You have free will if you believe in free will. Thank you very, very much for all your likes, shares and subscribes. I've hit my 2K, which was my goal to do by the end of December, and I've done it with extra subscribers, and I'm eternally grateful. So yeah, keep on supporting me and following my journey if you want, and yeah, just really appreciate all them finger presses, all them finger presses. Right, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to get on with the read. I don't feel there's anything else that I need to say apart from have a bloody happy new year. Underneath the deck for you, my Saggies, we had the Four of Swords, and this is all about taking time out, taking stock of what's gone down in your life. You may have had a closing of a cycle and you may not know how to move forward. You want to get to this growth and expansion. There could also be some of you wanting to get back with the person, but if not, there's a need to look after yourself and move forward here, okay? But you're not quite sure yet how you're going to do that, or if it's going to happen. And it's really about, with this Four of Swords, it's really about self-reflecting, okay, on how you move forward from here. It's about taking time out, looking after yourself, and just sort of reinventing yourself, you know. I know that's easier said than done, but it's about looking after yourself. It's about going out and doing your own shit and taking a step back from the person that you were dealing with, and just try and do a bit of self-reflection and a bit of, you know, reevaluating where you're going and what's happening with you now. All right, your energy, your overall energy for January is yeah, absolutely, I like this. This is the Nine of Pentacles. It's time for you to understand your Nine of Pentacles, your own self-worth, your value yourself. It's about time for you to concentrate on your long term. You're not quite there yet, otherwise we would have had the 10. But it's all about you and your pentacles, your long term, knowing your worth and valuing yourself and moving forward, okay, with what you need to do to get into a bit more of a stable place for yourself. A lot of self-reflection here with this Four of Swords and this Nine of Pentacles. Let's just clarify your overall energy for January. Let's clarify it. Absolutely. So we've got the Devil card here. I really think it's about turning your back on anything toxic that has been in your life, anything that hasn't served you, anything that's had you deep in your emotions where you couldn't get that balance, you know, being over emotional, being in that heart place, being in that head place, just over obsessing. This is about you standing on your own 2 feet now and doing what you need to do after a lot of self-reflection about how you move forward, okay? Your situation for January, yeah, is, you know, this is about the Seven of Pentacles. This is about putting hard work and effort. Now, you may have put hard work and effort into a past relationship, but I really feel with this Seven of Pentacles here, it's about working on yourself. It's about working on your pentacles. It's about still about, you know, putting this redirecting your energy and putting this hard work and effort into you now. There's a sense that you are waiting for something. Now, I don't know if it's this person, because we do have the World card out here, but I can still see there is some love for this person. You still are connected in some way to this person, whether it's a healthy connection or a trauma bond connection. You are still connected, and I don't know if this cycle has completely closed out yet. All right, there's still an energy of healing here, and there's still an energy of waiting here. Tell me about this Seven of Pentacles for the current situation, for the situation of in January that my Saggies find themselves in. The Death card. So you could be, you know, really working hard, trying to disconnect from somebody to move forward. But it's a very hard thing to do, because we've got this devil energy here, and that is that bond. Yeah, it's a trauma bond. It is a connection, but it's not a healthy connection, and you're trying to break free from it, but I don't feel like you've quite done it yet. You're trying to get to, you know, some sort of happy place for yourself. But, you know, with this Death card comes pain, comes agony, comes trauma. And this Death card, you know, a lot of readers say, you know, oh, regenerate and rebirth into something beautiful and leave the past in the past. It ain't fucking like that. You know, if it was that easy, we, you know, none of us would be needing tarot card readings, or none of us would be needing advice. It doesn't take a minute, you know, to leave something in the past. It can take years to leave something in the past. I know it's our choice, but we have these emotions and we've got to deal with them. You know, we have to deal with trauma, and that doesn't take a minute. Why? Because we're fucking human. All right. And if you did get over it like that in a minute, then you're a narcissist, basically. So, you know, you've got to deal with it. You've got to deal with your emotions. It's taken a long time for you to disconnect, and I don't still feel you have disconnected from this person, my Saggies. And it's going to take a while, all right? But there is signs of you wanting to do it, wanting to move forward as the Nine of Pentacles, knowing your self-worth, standing on your own 2 feet, being this independent person who's okay, you know, okay on their own, wanting to put something in the past here and wanting to move forward, the sense of wanting to close something out, although, you know, you're in your head, you can't see clearly. But, you know, there is self-reflection here with the Four of Swords. So you're trying to do the work. What's crossing you is the Three of Cups. It's trying to be happy, to find your happiness, to find your place, to go out and socialize again, to improve your circle of friends and that around you. And this may take all the effort that you have just to put this smile on your face. Yeah. You know, what's crossing you is the Nine of Cups, and this is trying to find your happy place again, all right? And you've got to think of yourself. You've got to put yourself first. You have to, as hard as it is, and sometimes you may not be able to feel that you can drag yourself out of bloody bed in the morning, or it's enough just to get up and go and do a day's work. You have to push on through. You have to continue, all right? You have to keep moving forward. What's in your foundation and what's driving you is the Hangman, okay? So you want to take some time out. You want to, you know, Four of Swords under the deck. You need to take some time out. You need to gain some mental clarity about what's gone down for you and what this relationship was for you. All right, you may feel stuck, a little bit stuck, and you may feel a little bit stagnant, but this energy is driving you, okay? So it's about you getting the mental clarity on what you've been through to be able to push on forward. It's a lot about self-reflection here, okay, and how you move forward. Clarify this Hangman for me, please. Clarify this Hangman. What's driving my Saggies? The Tower Absolutely. It's about letting that tower fall. We've got a lot of major arcana. We've got the devil, we've got the death, we've got the hangman and the tower. So much major arcana, big shit going down for you, Saggies. And it's about letting go. It's about letting that tower fall and rebuilding something new. The foundation there is still there. Your foundation is still somewhere deep inside you, and that can be built upon, and you can build something for yourself again for the future. This is about letting the realization, the sudden realization that you've got to let this tower fall and you've got to move on with your life and looking after yourself. What's on your mind, yeah, is the Ace of Cups. It's about self-love. I don't feel, Saggies, who I'm talking to, if they're going through this now, if I'm picking up on past energy, which I can do, if the remnants of this hurt is still in your energy, this is about self-love. This is about new love. This is about new beginnings, yeah. Ace of Cups is all about, emotional, your emotional being, your love for everything around you. It's about new cycles, and it's about dealing with your emotions and fully expressing them and not repressing them. It is about love for yourself, and maybe also new love on your mind if you've already come through this energy and you're in a place of looking for new love. Tell me what's on my Saggies' mind. What is crowning my Saggies, and what is on their mind? What is crowning my Saggies, and what is on their mind? Yeah, it's having vision. It's the Three of Wands. So I feel like, you have this vision here of something new for yourself. Three of Wands is all about making plans and moving forward with self-love in a new direction, making plans and moving forward with new love in a new direction, being in a strong position and having foresight, foresight of a vision of what you want for yourself. Maybe you want to go travel. Maybe you want to go and launch something new, some new opportunity, something that you love to do. But this is all about you, yeah? There's a delay still here with this Three of Wands. It's not quite happened yet, but, it's on your mind, and there's something here that you want to do, something that you love, and you could be moving towards something passionate that you love and have that on your mind, or you could be in a place now where you just want new love, okay, and you have a vision of what you want for yourself for the future. In the recent past is the Four of Wands. So, this could have been on your mind for a while, this stability. I will clarify this as the Four of Wands in my Saggies recent past. What's this Four of Wands for my Saggies in their recent past, please? Four of Wands. Tell me about the Four of Wands for my Saggies in their recent past. Four of Wands for my Saggies in the recent past, please. Yeah, it's moving away, or it's moving on. All right, so you may have moved on from something, or trying to move away from something that was long term in your life. You could be moving away from something, a marriage, or a long-term partnership, or something that you thought was stable and something that you thought was sincere and secure. But you've had to overcome a lot of adversities to move forward. I don't feel my Saggies are quite there yet. There's still some healing to do. Yeah. In the recent past, you've dealt with this King of Cups, where the emotion was lost, where the emotion was spilled. Yeah. The King of Cups is all about this loving, compassionate king who masters his emotions and is caring and patient. And I feel here with this Two of Swords, it's like this love was lost, spilling all this emotion out. So it could have been a very emotional situation that you've moved away from, and And I still feel that you haven't quite got there yet. The Chariot is about moving forward, but it's about having to overcome adversities. Yeah, there could have been with this Chariot some sort of poorly person around you as well, and hospital visits and things like that, because the Chariot is my card of hospitals. All right. But this character here, the king, is a bit of a bit self-obsessed and a bit of a smooth talker. Okay, so you could have been dealing with someone like that as well, who was very obsessed with themselves and maybe emotionally had their guard up, and perhaps didn't want to deal with the situation, or there was something that them or you didn't want to deal with back in the past. All right, but this Two of Swords is about making that decision. That's a very, very hard decision to make, and I feel it was someone maybe moving away from a stable, what they thought was a stable environment at one point, some sort of stability that they had, and moving away from it because of, you know, of something that went down. What is coming in for the near future for my Sagittarius is, I love it. It's the Emperor. It's about re-establishing order. It's about setting boundaries. It's about wanting that recognition and standing in your power now as the Emperor. Okay, and absolutely moving forward, changing, you know, changing things about your life, and what you will accept now and what you will not accept. Tell me what's coming in for January, February for my Sagittarius, please. What's coming in? Yeah, the Page of Swords. This is about you speaking your truth. This is about you taking action for what you want now. This is about standing up for what you believe in, you know. Page of Swords is all about that passion and the ideas and planning. It's about speaking your truth and growth. And it can be that aha moment. It can be that sudden realization here with the Page of Swords and the Emperor. Just be careful that you don't try and overanalyze new situations that come into your life in January, February, because there's new coming in with this Page of Swords. Tell me what's coming in for my Saggies. Again, look at another sword. I feel some of my Saggies have been really, really hurt in the past. And this Knight of Swords also speaks about, you know, wanting to take that action forward at all costs, looking after themselves, but being very driven, yeah, being very, very driven to the point where it can be wasted energy, all right? So stay focused, don't be scattered. Try and get some mental clarity and stay clear in the direction that you want to go in, okay? But it's also about confronting your fears, okay? And standing up as the Emperor for what you believe in now. Tell me what's coming in. Tell me what's coming in for my Saggies for January, February. Again, my God, look at that Saggies. Some of my Saggies have well been hurt. All right, this is the 5. This is change. This is about looking after yourself, and you're literally putting yourself first. You are not taking any bullshit. We've got the Page of Swords. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the 5 of Swords. I'm hearing Saggies say, I am the Emperor. I have set my standards now. I have set my boundaries now. I'm going to speak my truth. I am driven and I am focused on what I want to do and where I need to go. And this is the 5. I'm bringing the change in and I'm looking after myself. You know, this 5 is all about, you know, actually, it's me. This is how I want it. This is the way I'm going to do it. Yeah, there's no winners or losers with the 5 of Swords, though, remember. We need to stay out of our ego. There's no winners, there's no losers with the 5 of Swords. Okay, tell me what's coming in for January. Tell me what's coming in for January and February for my Saggies, please. What is coming in for January and February? Absolutely forward movement, communication, movement. Okay, you're not certain where you're going with this moon card. You're not certain where you're going at all, but you're moving. Where to? The Star card. Wishes fulfilled. And the Hermit, wisely choosing what you want to do for yourself now. Okay, so the Eight of Wands is all about that forward movement. It's about physical, mental, emotional movement. Forward, forward, forward. Eyes on the prize. I really feel this this moon card is like, well, actually, I don't know where I'm going, but it's got to be better than where I've come from. You know, the moon is about using your intuition about how to move forward as well. So get out of your logical thinking just a little bit, okay? And use your intuition, because the moon and the Star card is all about intuition. There's an uncertainty of where you're heading with the moon card, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because wherever you are moving forward, and it's going to lead you to the Star card. Okay, you are now and going to use your wisdom. Okay, you're going to use all those lessons that you've learned from the past, from this tower that had to come down, from this devil energy that you were surrounded with before. You're going to use those lessons, and you're going to think wisely about how you move forward. But my Saggies, all I'm feeling from this read is, I've got to move forward. I've got to move forward. I was stuck back in the past. I was stuck back in the past, and I was in my emotion, and I didn't know what to do. I may have been with an emotionally cold, manipulating person who I've been with for quite a while, and all I can figure now is where I go from here with this Three of Wands. Yeah, move forward with self-love, move forward towards love, move forward to your Nine of Cups. Get out there, socialize, do a lot of self-reflecting, better yourself. That sudden realization here that you've had to let the tower fall. January, February, you're going to be standing in your power. You're not going to be taking any shit from no one, okay? You don't know where you're headed, but you're headed towards your star. No one gets the Star card without going through absolutely shit to get to it. And the Hermit is, I've learnt my lessons. I've learnt a lot of lessons, and now I'm valuing myself. I'm valuing myself. I'm knowing my self-worth. I'm putting myself first. Nine of Pentacles twice here. I'm tending to myself and my own needs. Five of Swords. I'm looking after myself. It's a beautiful read. What does universe want to say? What does universe want to say to my Saggies? What does universe want to say to my Saggies? Wrapping the read up with, what does universe want to say to my Saggies? What does universe want to say? Did it flip? What does universe want to say to my Saggies? What does universe want to say to my Saggies? What does universe want to say? No flippers will pull. What does universe want to say to my Saggies? What does universe want to say to my Saggies? Once more. What does universe want to say to my Saggies? Doesn't want to. I want to take. Do you know what? I want to take all three of those. Universe wants to say, live your soul, not your role. Be decisive, which you absolutely are. Five of Swords, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. How more decisive can you get than that in January and February? And become a clear channel. Do you know what? I like that. Moon is all about intuitions. It's about going with your feelings. It's about going with your dreams. It's about paying attention to your dreams, using your intuition. And so is the Star card. Become a clear channel. Use your intuition. You will know how to move forward. And why? Because you've learned lessons from the past when you let that tower fall. I love it, my Saggies. It's a beautiful read. Happy new year. I love you long time. I love me hardback. Good luck with this, but do you know what? I think you've got this shit down to a T. Singles reads next. So if you want to stick around for those, hit the sub, hit the notification, and you'll be notified or when they come out. Namaste, my Saggies. Happy New Year.